between the Los Angeles Rams and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Brady gives this to White. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Here's Brady. Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. Past the 20. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. 4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed? They're looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. Picked off by David Long. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
14, Buccaneers. Matt Gay to kick off for Los Angeles.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they sit now at 500 on the year. And, Charles, this was a team that really looked lost in that first month or so of the season, but they have had the hot hand lately, winning 3 straight.
I would agree. It's almost hard to believe that this is the same team because we followed them pretty closely throughout this season. And early on, I thought this is going to be a really tough year for this crew, so plenty of credit to them for turning the ship around.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They keep it on the ground. White again. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
A loss of a yard. It's 4th down.
They'll go for it. It's Brady. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game, and the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. He's going to find Jefferson open downfield. Touchdown! Van Jefferson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Rams are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 21-0.
Buccaneers, Matt Gay to kick off for Los Angeles.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. If they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. A handoff, Fournette running left. And he is going to lose yardage here. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first-down gains.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now, meanwhile, the throw by Brady knocked away, incomplete. Now, these two teams, you may remember, battled in the NFC divisional round last year, and that 7-3 lead before the Bucs and Tom Brady. They rallied all the way back. But in the end, former Buck Matt Gay hit the game winner at the gun, and the Rams advance 30-27. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Taylor Rapp with a pick. 20, 10, and the Rams are going to take possession of the football. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. And Stafford's going to take it himself. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. And I don't think he got there. No, they stopped him right where it all started. On 4th down, Stafford. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They wanted to throw for it. A surprise does not work on 4th and goal from the 1. And the Bucs defense, they'll celebrate the goal line stand. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Airing this one out for Evans. It got his man complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. We keep waiting year after year to see signs of Tom Brady's arm strength deteriorating, but his message there, keep waiting.
And that's how you start a drive, because you know they have this play in their back pocket, waiting for the right time to unleash it. And boy, did they pick the right opportunity. Unleashed it big time, and that was also a big-time throw.
And to put a bow on it, Next Gen Stats saying that traveled an even 66 yards in the air.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Brady caught on the right side by Jones. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Shotgun now for Brady. This is caught by Evans. Down inside the 10. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Go, 66.
Here's White. (21-0) our score after 1. Second and goal from the 1. Fournette. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
From the 4 now, 3rd and goal. White. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
Brady to throw for it on 4th down. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Julio Jones from 3 yards out. And the Buccaneers go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. That seemed like a much-needed touchdown after 21 unanswered points to start the game.
It's not often that you equate a football game to a golf tournament, but it's like you don't want to shoot yourself out of the tournament too early. So they needed that touchdown to make sure that they got an opportunity to not just get back into this game, but a chance to win it later if they continue to play well.
Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away. Fields it right around the goal line. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
The Rams take over 3rd and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and just a yard. He was out there waving his arms. When you get a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
They snap it to Stafford. Toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. Stafford on first down. He's going to find Atwell open downfield. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there. Meanwhile, Stafford's throw, it's complete into the hands of Higbee. And they've got this down to about
throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. To throw is Stafford. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And now off to the races, down the right side. The 20. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Well, this secondary just continues to be a force. Multiple interceptions in this game, and now the pick 6.
And the thing about it is, once you get an interception as a unit, you think to yourself, okay, we got that. How do we increase it the next time? Get the interception, do a little more damage, and there's your outcome right there. Take it to the house and break down what they're trying to do offensively.
Extra point up and good by Succa. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Taking it about the 1. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They've seen their 21-0 advantage cut to just 7, so time to go back to work here, 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Well, Charles, you think about this defense. This week in preparation, you couldn't hide the fact from them that they're facing a team that's lost 7 in a row. You just wonder if they prepared the same way they normally do.
Yeah, that's a great question, because normally that preparation goes into what you do well on defense. What is the best thing that you do going into a game? But in this case, you might want to take all the tendencies and throw them out the window. I would expect them to throw every trick play in the book right out of the gate in order to try and get something established and get things moving.
The Rams on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 9. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. This is intercepted.
Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up here at halftime, we'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first-half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. Coming up on 2nd and 7. Here's Brady to throw. Complete to Jones. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Rams are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. Well, CD, you know, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked them off. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, L.A. Gabriel Davis, 76 yards. And the Rams go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly.
And now a fumble. Brady loses the football, but it looks like a Buccaneer was able to corral it. Yes, the Bucs have it. Tampa Bay keeps the possession.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Brady airing this one out for Evans. Well, this is taken in. It's complete.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Throwing on 1st down is Brady. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Brady again here on 2nd and 10. He's going to air one out.
And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
And yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Ozzy! Ozzy! Ozzy!
The final shot before half for Brady. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And it's knocked away and incomplete. So we've come to halftime. It's the visiting Rams taking the lead to the break. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
On second down, Gainwell looking for space. And he's able to get up here to the 26. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. A third down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
A 39-yard punt, a return of 5, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half. Defenders are always happy anytime they can sack a quarterback for a loss of 10 or more yards. There's an example there. High fives all around.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. Airing this one out for Evans. This is caught inside the 15. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 63 yards. On play action, now Brady. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Well, that's not how you hope to draw it up there on first and goal, CD, by taking a sack like that.
Well, they tried to be aggressive, didn't they? They didn't want to try and work their way past the goal line. They wanted it right there on that play. Unfortunately, it backfired against them. Now they have to try and pick it up here moving forward.
On second down, they'll run with White. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. 42 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Brady now on third and goal. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Chris Godwin from 8 yards out. And the Bucs have cut it back within a score.
extra point put through by Succop. And they're within 7 now at 28-21. Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Back to the air, Stafford on 2nd down. Out route to Jefferson, and he's got it. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They get 6. That'll
man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one as a receiver is got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. From the gun, here's Stafford.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Picked up by Keanu Neal. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Extra point try now for Succop. He's got it. This thing's turning a bit wild here. We're tied at 28. So right back to square one. Tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Well, at least it wasn't a turnover like the last drive. You'd think they'd make an adjustment and be ready to make up for that turnover. Instead, just another big play for the defense on that snap.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Here's Stafford.
Oh, there's Atwell to make a nice catch.
30, 10, 5, touchdown LA.
2-2 Atwell.
His first touchdown on the year.
And the Rams have taken the lead.
Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44.
Regular.
Now a play fake. Brady. Airing this one out for Evans.
And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Now a give up the middle. This is White. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. 54 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. On play action, it's Brady. Oh, he's thinking end zone for Evans. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Rams are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. They'll try the left side with Gainwell. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center because, remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion. And sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute.
In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And he returns it to the end zone. A fumble recovery touchdown for the Bucs. So they were down by a touchdown, probably just hoping the defense could hold them, maybe force the punt. Instead, they forced the turnover and take it into the house.
Well, the plan was perfect. That's exactly what they wanted. Instead, they got a lot more than that. Big-time capitalization by taking the ball away and putting it in the end zone.
Extra point up and good by Succa. And that will tie our game here in the third. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they'll be looking to start fresh. Just a moment ago, they were backed up, coughed up the football, and then saw it go the other way for 6 points.
I just wonder, partner, sometimes they put such an emphasis on things. And, you know, in that situation, as they ran out there, they were told, take care of the football, don't cough it up. And sometimes that's the last thing you hear, and that's exactly what you do.
From the gun, a give to Gainwell. He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on third down. Stafford. It's caught by Davis. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the first down.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Stafford now to throw. And his throw here is incomplete.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down in bounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. Now it's Stafford. And that's incomplete.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. The tight end in motion right. Again, it's Stafford. And able to find Higbee. It's complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 43. It's a gain of 20 as we wind down near 20 seconds left in the quarter. On 1st and 10, it's Gainwell. Room here to run. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. We have played 3 quarters. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. And they'll stay on the ground with Gainwell again. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Here's Stafford. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. 2 yards on the pickup there, and that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. Slot man moves right.
32.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. 4th touchdown pass of the game for Matthew Stafford. And the Rams have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Play action. Now it's Brady. And brought in by Brady. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And Brate, the tight end's got it. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. They'll go up the middle with White. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
The Bucs on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Brady. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
He's going to have his running back. It's complete.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Ryan looked down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Brady now on 1st down. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans, 26 yards.
And the Bucs are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. They'll try the jet sweep. Stafford pops it forward. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Back to throw, Stafford. And this is going to be intercepted.
Mike Edwards picks it off. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession of the football.
And looky there, Charles, just acquired, already making an impact on the defensive side of the football.
Maybe not a superstar, but he does a few things well, and I think they'll emphasize that in his new role with this team.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
White running to the left. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. The all-everything defensive tackle, Aaron Donald, the one who made the play there. Now a timeout coming in here defensively as they stop it before the 2-minute warning with 2:09 to go in the game. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Here's Brady to throw. He completes it right side to White. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for 3rd down. Brady going to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown. Rachaad White. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Buccaneers take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking, there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now, on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced a 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more. But this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Trying to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind him.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down.
It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
So instead of the incredibly obvious choice of trying to punt it out near midfield, now they've left their defense with no margin for error.
No, 0. And I don't care how much confidence you have in your defense. I don't care if you say, hey, I'm going to be aggressive because those guys can pick me up. You really put them in an impossible situation because at the least, you're giving up 3 in that situation, right? So I would have punted the ball out of there and given them a little bit of a cushion.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. Trying to find some space to turn upfield, but this defense having none of it. Down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Back to throw, Brady. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. Succop for the extra point. And the lead is up to 14. Now it's Ryan Succop on. after the touchdown to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. One last throw here for Stafford. And this is dropped it incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone.